In a time of anxiety, depression, and so much negativity, it's so refreshing that so many people can be united by this beautifully illustrated, wholesome book about the power of kindness. This book is called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, created, written, and illustrated by Charlie Mackesy, who has to be one of the most wholesome illustrators living in the UK in this contemporary time. Mackesy appears to be the type of person who used to be quite cynical about life, but over time grew to become humble about life around him. Given how he does a lot of charity work, as well as embraces a wholesomely optimistic view on life, it's no wonder then that most of how he perceives life translates so well in this well-established book. Every single page you could frame as a painting in an art museum. What he has to show and say is so motivational. I've seen posters of Charlie Mackesy's work in a hospital. Charlie Mackesy also has an Instagram account where he shares his illustrations, and he is a very talented and rich illustrator indeed. Yet I've noticed that on his Instagram account he posted something quite curious. As well as his wonderful illustrations, he's also been posting videos. Videos that were a real blessing to see. Videos that many would describe as magical. He posted videos of animations of his 4 beloved characters, and he was hinting that he was working on a short film based on his well-published book. And wouldn't you know it, just a few days ago as of recording this, Charlie Mackesy has officially announced that Charlie Mackesy has collaborated with the BBC to release a short film based on his book by this Christmas. And I'm really happy to hear about that. Couple that with the fact that, as of recording this, tonight there's an Andrea Bocelli concert. Life seems to be treating me well as of late. And I am so excited for this animated film for several reasons. First and foremostly, one of my main ambitions on this channel, that's been forming over time, is to raise awareness of animation as an art form. In the context of Charlie Mackesy's book, illustrations don't have to be restricted to the target market of children. They can also appeal to older people. They can showcase nuance and beauty and indicate deeper themes that adults can latch onto and can teach their kids over time. And now that it's coming in animated form, the fine-tuned beauty, gentle nature and optimistic message of this story is not just going to appeal to children. It's going to appeal to everybody. Much like the book itself, Charlie Mackesy said that his book was intended for people aged between 8 and 80. Well, to be precise, he said any age. So I've probably just ruined his quote or something. But you get the point. This is one of those works of art that can appeal to anyone of any background, of any gender, of any position, of any age, of any time period. It's a bit similar to that game called Journey by That Game Company, in the fact that the story's quite minimal and yet anyone can latch onto it with this common goal of reaching to something higher. And whilst this short film will likely not have too much of a big story, it's more fixated on the journey and how the characters build each other up. I'd probably argue that this book that this short film is based on is one of the most wholesome motivational books ever written, as well as ever illustrated. Reason number 2 as to why I'm looking forward to this. I can imagine this is the type of film that people could re-watch again and again for motivation, especially in this age with so much nihilism and relativism being preached here and there. Here we have a story that acknowledges, yeah, life is hard, but the power of optimism and kindness will get you through it. And in this divisive age in entertainment, people need this kind of message. They need the kind of laid-back, relaxing, wholesome film that can tell them everything's going to be okay in spite of all the struggle we go through. In fact, the struggle is what makes us stronger people. And with all the motivational posters that's been endorsed in hospitals and charity as far as I'm aware, this film will only capitalize on that wholesome optimism and staple itself into pop culture. Which leads me to the third reason I'm looking forward to this film. This reason has just occurred to my mind as of recording this. The third reason why I'm looking forward to this is because it will bring back the art of short UK films again. As far as I'm aware, UK animated short films don't come around too often, but when they do, they are deeply treasured. And there are some short films made within the UK in animated form that have become pop culture icons. The Wallace and Gromit movies by Aardman, the classic Snowman short movie, and its sequel, and now comes this movie. Given the wintry aesthetic, this would be great for Christmas time, a time for wholesomeness and family. Yet, interestingly enough, the film itself isn't necessarily a Christmas-themed movie/story per se. So in that regard, this film could be played at any occasion. The reflection of the autumn, the high heights of the summer, the rebirth of the spring, the coziness of staying safe in the winter. This film is going to reach a wide demographic. To say any more would probably be beating a dead horse. I think I spoke too soon there. Oh my days. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you adore this story like I do, please share this around with your friends and look forward to this Christmas of 2022. And if you haven't seen it already, feel free to check out my review video of the book that this short film is going to be based on. You can guarantee I'm going to give a review of this movie. Will it go viral? Who knows, who cares? All we care about is that this is a great story. Scott Meyer signing out.